Savannah, I'm coming home, Savannah. We'll never be alone, Savannah. The beauty of the world, Savannah. Let's all take a walk. Savannah, I'm coming home, Savannah. We'll never be alone, Savannah.
Already, I am back here. I'll get this music turned down. Oh, talk about perfect timing. Looks like our game is loaded up here for us. Yeah, as you can kind of tell, it has a bit of a long load time, which I don't know. I don't mind it too much just because I very, very, very much enjoy this game. So, it looks like I have spawned in the middle of one of these ships I've been working on. So I'll do a little bit of a showcase of this here as well, and then I will do some work on it. Alrighty. So we'll go to our spectator mode here, not that one. That's no. This is the one we want. Alright, there we go. You can kind of see a bit of this ship I've been working on. Let's try to... Alright, so this right here, we're currently looking at the side of the ship. This is one of the sides. And then I'm not too sure which side will be the front or the back yet. Try to slow this down here. We're going to go back to the lighter side. So yeah, this is my side of the ship here. If you go off to the side here, we can see that there's a bit of an angle. I've been trying to go for a bit of a special look where it kind of like V's out. I thought that would look pretty cool. So let's pick a side here and I'll give a quick little walkthrough. I have not named the ship yet, unfortunately. I was going to wait until it was completed before I named it. And then since I'm doing mainly streams for when I'm building, I've only built this ship so far during live streams. So I might try to see about getting some of my viewers here to help me try to name this ship. And then I've got letter mods on here as well to write the name of the ship on the side of it. Yeah, I'll do a bit of a walkthrough here. I guess we'll just have to start here off the side. So we can see here we got a hallway. We're actually just gonna bring our character over here and we'll just walk around. Just because it'd be a lot easier. So we got a hallway in here that goes to a reactor room that's still under development. As you can see, it's pretty plain looking. I have no lights in here yet. It's getting kind of dark, so we should turn on our lights. So we got a basic reactor here. Nothing too fancy at the moment. Call it Moon Express. I could call it the Moon Express. Oh, hey, that reminds me. I was looking at this right here, and I've actually got passage corners. So let's see here. I got a T passage corner. We'll install that right there. There we go. That looks a lot better now. Perfect. So yeah, here I'm gonna write that down here quickly. Moon Express. Well, I'll probably do some work on this ship here. Maybe I'll find a spot where I can put that name. Alright, there we go. I got that written down. We'll probably write Moon Express somewhere, and then we'll probably put like MME somewhere as well. Alright, moving out and up. We got staircases here. So I haven't worked on the bottom half of the ship yet, so it just goes to nothing at the moment until I get it built. Which I might start working on this stream here. Going up. I don't have a room built here, but I do have an interior room here. Did they fix the doors yet? Oh, they did fix the doors. Nice. Yeah, on my last stream I did on this, they had an issue with the doors where I could just walk right through the doors. So this is my upper cargo area, as well as my hydrogen storage and weaponry room. So for weaponry, on each side here we have some rail guns, as well as also a shield generator above us. That is our fancy shield generator above us there. More rail guns here on this side. Cargo containers, hydrogen tanks, just some little vents going down to some lower areas here that don't really go anywhere at the moment. And it's mainly just cargo containers in here. Coming down here to the center, we have a small bit of a control room with some computers, some programmable computers. So I'll do some programming in here. It's basically the mirrored on the opposite side here as well. And then we got little medical stations, as well as our hyperdrives. So our hyperdrive here is actually a mod. It grants us the ability to go farther than a typical jump drive. I need to get some more lights installed in here. As you can see, it's kind of dark. But yeah, it's basically just the mirrored here on the opposite side. Got rail guns, shield generators, more cargo containers. Basically the exact same. So we'll go back here to this side and go back down a level, and we'll keep going through the ship. This right here, as you can tell, it's the top of the ships based on where the gravity is pulling me. And I feel like I'm going to be wanting to add another floor onto this level right here for where I'm going to have the main control station, or the main bridge of the ship. Stay here on the side of the sun. Movement up here, we got another control room. Can I go through? I can go through these doors. This, the one that must have been bugged out. So this room right here is not too fancy. It's mainly just a room to come into if the ship is under attack and the crew needs to come to get to weaponry access right away, so they can come here and access some of the weapons on the ship. So if I just hop in here, I can go into the menus and just control one of the cannons. Zoom in if I want. That's basically what that is. They can come in here, gain access to the controls of the weapons to defend the ship. Some seating here on the outside if you want to sit down. I guess I can't zoom in too much just because the window's blocking it. I guess I'm going the wrong way here. Moving up. You got our main center hallway. I'll head over this way. So we can see here we got some signs, reactor room, and battery room. So in our battery room here is basically just some backup power for the ship, so if we ever lose some of our reactors and we're low on power, we can turn on our battery room, which will be recharged by solar panels to keep the ship going. Got a little bit of a control center here. Some displays, which I don't have anything showing on at the moment. Beautiful sunlight coming through. That is our battery room. Moving to the center here, we got our core reactor room. So we got gyroscopes in here as well as some gravity generators giving us gravity in the station. Otherwise we'd basically just be floating around. We've got our 2 main reactors. So we've got one there and one here. We've got some cargo containers to fill these reactors. And then our gravity generators, like I said. That's basically just our main core unit. And then the door exits here on the opposite side. Basically like the same as where we came in. So we're going to go out where we came in here. And we're just going to go down the hallway just because show up the hallway. The hallway, I guess I did spruce it up a little bit here. So we got some seats in our hallway. Lights. Nice little view going out the side. Coming over here. We got, the other side of our reactor room. You can see the reflection of the ship in the windows there. It's a little bugged out, but it looks kind of cool. We got our cryo room here, or our medical room. I call it the cryo room mainly because there's a whole bunch of cryo chambers in here. This is actually one of my favorite rooms just because of how it looks. I really, really love how it looks. So I'll just go in here. This is our cryo room. So oxygen vents, more vents, and then we have cryo chambers. As well as our oxygen generators here below us and above us, as well as oxygen tanks. So this right here is the main room for supplying oxygen to the entire ship. As well, it is also the area you would come to heal your character, or if you are going offline, you would also come in here as well. I guess go F8 here so we can see what we look like. Set core reactor. So you can see our character there, just in the cryo chambers. He basically looks like he's just standing there, but he's like, submerged in a liquid there. Basically heals him up, and it looks cool if your character goes offline and he just sits in the cryo room. Means your character's not going to get left in space somewhere if somebody else is around flying on the ship. So yeah, it's not too good if you have your character just standing where he's at and somebody decides to warp the ship. If you're not sitting down somewhere in the ship's going to warp out from around you. So you'll be standing in the middle of it, and then it'll warp and be gone, and you'll be left floating in space. I remember I had that happen to me once when I first started playing this game. I created a jump drive, and I wanted to basically just like float around in the ship in 0 Gs and have it warp. And what ended up happening is I was floating in the ship, and the ship warped while I was basically going at full speed. And basically the ship warped away from around me, and I was left floating in space, and the ship was never to be seen again because it just warped away to wherever. So I learned from that, so I now know not to be standing while the ship is warping. I have to make sure that I am sitting. Yeah, that is my cryo room. Like I said, I like how this room looks with the colors and just how these cryo pods look, and even just the windows here on the side. Looks very cool. And then, moving down.